one thing to say and always keep.
What's up, Saiyan Army? Before we start the video, I just want to thank all of you guys for all your comments on my last video, all your things I can do better with the channel, all the things you like about the channel. I really appreciate it, and I love you all. Thank you. So let's move on to the video. So 280 pounds, 6 sets of 6 going on right now in the background. But let's get to the topic. So one of my online clients was benching the other day, and some guy comes up to him and asks him why he's arching so much and if he's a powerlifter. He proceeds to tell him he's a bodybuilder, and the guy tells him, you know, how you shouldn't arch and whatnot. If you're a bodybuilder, you should keep your chest flat, try to isolate, and blah blah blah. So let's talk about that in this video, because obviously it's still an issue to some people, and it's an issue whenever I go to the gym, to be honest. So let's talk about the flat bench. You always want to stay retracted in the flat bench. Yes, the answer is yes, you do want to arch. Why? Because it puts your shoulders in a tight position. It puts your whole body in a tight position. The only difference between a bodybuilding bench and a powerlifting bench is maybe the arch. Powerlifters tend to try to get pretty big arches. For a lot of them, they try to arch a lot. For bodybuilding, you want a slight arch. Like, here's a side angle for me, and as you can see, I have a slight arch going on, and I really like my arch. I don't think it's too much, and I don't think it's too little. I think it looks really good from the side angle. I'll be honest though, today's workout didn't feel good. It's my second time benching in over a year, so it felt really sloppy. There's a shit ton of cues running through my head, and it just felt really awkward. But on the video, it doesn't look too bad, but I'm just letting you know it felt bad. So the reason you wanna, so bodybuilding benches, okay, is you lie straight on the bench, you lie flat, and you don't, the reason why you lie flat is because you don't want to use your legs, because if you use your legs, you're cheating, man. And also you want to keep your, back in the days, they used to tell you, keep your elbows square, you know, when you bench, to isolate the chest, because you don't want to use your triceps, because that's cheating. And we all know that you want to engage your triceps, because if you don't, guess what? All that pressure goes right into your anterior delts. It's like those guys back in the day when they used to powerlift, they used to grip really wide, and they used to use really big arches to limit the range of motion. So they would only bring the bar down a couple inches and then pressed. Lots of them started injuring their anterior delts, because guess where all that weight's going? Right here. It's similar concept to the sumo deadlift. You know, you're trying to limit your range of motion, except this one people actually started snapping shit up. So how do you want to get your bench down? You want to tuck your legs back slightly. Now I'm playing around with two different ways. One is you stay on your heels, the other is you stay on your toes. For me, I can feel it a lot more when I stay on my heels, but I notice I can bench a lot more when I stay on my toes. So I'm playing around with both. So you want to tuck your legs back. You want to squeeze your glutes, you want to push your feet through the ground as you bench. You're going to pinch your shoulders. If you notice, before I set up on the bench, I'm always pulling my body towards the bench, because I'm retracting, and once I get that retraction, once it feels right, I lower my back down into the bench. Then when I unrack, it's boom, right there, all lats. I don't let my shoulders roll forward when I unrack. I just stay back, and I use my lats to unrack the weight, my lats and traps. So what I'm doing is I'm rolling my shoulders back, pinching them back into the bench, and they don't move from there. Okay? What you don't want is, you see a lot of people when they bench, you see the shoulders roll forward as they bench. Okay? Bodybuilders might say, oh yeah, you want the full range of motion, man. Or old school bro bodybuilders, not even bodybuilders, bro bodybuilders. There's a difference. Bro bodybuilders are going to tell you that you want your chest to roll forward. No, you don't want that, because guess what? If you're not tight, it puts a lot of pressure on your shoulders. You're bound to snap some shit up. So the key to not getting injured is you want to stay tight. Stay tight on your deadlift, stay tight on your squat, stay tight in your bench, stay tight in everything. Tight like a virgin. But that's pretty much the end of the video, guys. Hope that answered that question. Strength and honor. See you in the next video. Aloha.
Vegeta, what does the scouter say about his power level? It's over 9,000!